Arguably, one of the most defining features of Resident Evil is its replayability. Spending hours trying to finish a brand new biohazard quick enough to unlock the hidden bonus items, playing through the mercenaries and getting perfect scores on all of the maps to unlock an overpowered weapon, or figuring out how to do the torture minigame just right so you can unlock the infinite ammo headband dance. That is the wrong series, I apologise. Anyways, bonus items are a long-standing staple of this series, and today we're going to rank the hardest to acquire ones. I'm Steve for First Aid Spray, and this is the 5 toughest unlockables in Resident Evil. The entire series, not just the first one. Number 5. Infinite Ammo, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. When RE3 first came out, we were overjoyed to be back in the shoes of Star's own Jill Valentine, as much so as we were terrified about the ever-present threat of the eponymous Leather Daddy, aka F***face, aka Nemesis. Those brave enough to go into RE3 on hard mode and kill Nemesis would find that he dropped weapon parts that would eventually build an upgraded handgun, an upgraded shotgun, a first aid spray box, and if you killed him all 7 times that he's scripted to appear on your first playthrough, he rewards you with an assault rifle. All these items are helpful, but the real prize showed up if you put his face in the dirt at every opportunity on New Game Plus, the Infinite Ammo Box. This gift can be combined with one weapon of your choice to give that firearm infinite ammunition forever. Wait, you only have infinite ammo until the end of the playthrough? Isn't there a way to get infinite ammo all the time? Preferably on every weapon? Oh, just get $9,999 in Operation Mad Jackal. That can't be hard, right? Right? Number 4. The Infinite Rocket Launcher, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Resident Evil games have had a long-standing history of making an infinite rocket launcher available if you finish the game with the highest rank possible, which usually isn't too difficult given most installments aren't usually very long or overly difficult, especially if you've played through the game a few times to map your route and hoard your ammunition. However, Code Veronica is a completely different animal. Firstly, it's very long for a classic Resident Evil, clocking in at the average completion time of around 10 hours. And for the Infinite Rocket Launcher, you'll have to finish the story in under 4.5. Secondly, you have to finish the game with only a single save, when the game prompts you to change disc. Thirdly, you can't use a single first aid spray. Plug, please like and subscribe. And finally, there are 2 additional conditions you have to complete. You first have to save Steve quickly in the screening room, and you have to save your personal jailer, Rodrigo. All of these, plus the fact that Code Veronica is considered to be one of the most difficult Resident Evil titles, with probably the most overpowered hunters in the series, that weird bit with Steve crossing over with Banjo-Kazooie, and a tense as all hell final boss. It makes getting an A rank a tall order for even the most experienced Resident Evil fans. Number 3. The Thelz Answerer, Resident Evil Village. A neat piece of lore in the story of RE Village is that after the events of Resident Evil 7, Ethan Winters has undergone firearms training to be better able to handle the handguns, shotguns, rifles and more that he's inevitably going to pick up during his adventures in a snow-covered Eastern European village. However, hidden in the deep recesses of Duke's Caravan store is something that even Chris Redfield and company couldn't have prepared him for. The Thelz Answerer, or a freaking double-bladed lightsaber. But how do you unlock it? Simply put, play the mercenaries and be very good at it. Resident Evil Village bringing back the iconic mercenaries minigame was one of the best inclusions in a new Resident Evil game since Revelation 2's raid mode, which I have sunk an unhealthy amount of hours into, and I sure as hell didn't unlock anything straight out of Darth Maul's bedside cabinet. The requirements to unlock the lightsaber are straightforward. Achieve a double S on each of the stages in the mercenaries, and then drop the necessary 70,000 CP to unlock it for purchase in the main game. That's easy, right? Well, if killing every enemy in every stage as quick as possible in as big a combination as possible sounds easy, then yeah! Although, just when you think you're done with the mercenaries, it throws a second round with even more insane maps at you. Better get proficient at killing Propeller Man and the Vampire Powerpuff Girls, or you'll never get to live out those Ethan Winters Sith Lord fantasies. Number 2. The Hand Cannon, Resident Evil 4. You thought we were done with weapons acquired through playing the mercenaries, weren't you? Well, last one, I promise. Resident Evil 4 was the game that really honed in on the arcadey goodness that the mercenaries could be. It certainly helped that the game's action-focused style seemed built for the kind of shenanigans that mercenaries always seems to lead to. Resident Evil 4's mercs had 4 maps and 5 characters, each with their own abilities and weapons to fool around with. It also features, in one map, a souped-up version of the Chainsaw Ganado Dr. Salvador, lovingly referred to as Super Salvador. So what exactly do you have to do to unlock this special item? You have to get 5 stars on every map, with every character. This requires at least 60,000 points, give or take, on every single map, using the best reaction times and well-placed shots you can manage. But at least the reward is worth it. What do you mean the hand cannon isn't Leon pointing at people and going pew pew pew? Wait, no, I'm being told that's Isaac Clarke. What you get in Resident Evil 4 is a magnum that will make Barry Burton blush. Oh yeah, give me some of that. Oh, it's already fully upgraded. Oh yeah. Wait, it needs how many pesetas to get infinite ammo? What the f?
Thank you.
Number 1. The Cat Ears, Resident Evil 2, 2019. One of the coolest things people tend to forget about the remake of Resident Evil 2 was that a few months after launch, Capcom released a free slice of downloadable content which was similar in nature to the Fourth Survivor and Tofu Survivor minigames respectively. The Ghost Survivors let us control some interesting characters that we didn't get to see too much of in Resident Evil 2 proper. Robert Kendo, the Mayor's Daughter, that one Hunk knockoff, and they were great fun. But completion of these unlocked a 4th mission called No Way Out, which unexpectedly put us in the shoes of the deputy you meet at the very beginning of the game in the gas station. As Daniel Cortini, you are armed with an infinite ammo handgun and tasked with killing 100 enemies, which in and of itself is no small feat. But if you want the biggest, cutest prize in the game, you'll have to complete this horde mode without firing more than 60 handgun rounds. Yes, you have to basically ignore the one advantage No Way Out gives you: dodging, diving and waiting for special weapon spawns and hoping for the best. It's truly all about surviving, and the quest to become a catboy. But what exactly do the cat ears do, I hear you ask? Why, naturally, just like in real life, they give you infinite ammo. So not only will you be adorable, and almost likely to start drinking milk from a saucer, you'll also be able to go balls to the wall and blow every single last enemy in the Ghost Survivors away without having to break a sweat. Cats sweat, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But they probably would sweat less if they're armed with an infinite ammo magnum. And that was our list of the top 5 toughest unlockables in Resident Evil, the series, not just the first game. Die Hard fans, how many of these have you got? Are there any items that we have missed? By all means, sign off in the comments below. Or not, I'm not your dad. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more Resident Evil content. I've been Steve, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Later!